It's 4:30 in the afternoon, and I just realized I got to do some recording. Okay, what I've done is I've prepared some more boards today, and I cut 4 of them and put them aside. I had to go into town taking care of some paperwork, and had to get my car put on the lift. There was some knocking in the front, and I couldn't find it myself with a jack, so they put it up on the lift, and my outer tie rod and a sway bar bushing are bad, not deathly, but so I was in town for 3 hours today getting that checked out, and some paperwork I had to do. And then, like I said, I did this here, got these prepared. I'm working on the gate. I'll come back to that in a minute. I've got tools everywhere. I ran some, I had to get a roll of chicken wire because the silkies were just passing through even the small holes, which I didn't think they could. The silky chickens have realized they can go around the forest, walk around the yard, come on in here and harass me in front of my house because they still love me and they want to be cuddled. A lot of them do. They miss me because I really spent a lot of time with them when I was hand raising them. And I gently give them some loving and put them right back over in the other side of the fence. And then they come right around and they come right back in. So all day long I'm chasing out chickens because they are destructive in the flower beds and in the garden. So I took, I could only find a 2-foot roll of chicken wire. It was the smallest I could find. So I had to run out a 25-foot long roll of chicken wire on the ground and cut it 1 piece of wire at a time all the way across to cut it in half. And then I've run it down through here, 25 foot I've got done. I've got the other half I'm going to run out up to the gate. So I still have to do that. I've been experimenting with an idea how I'm going to brace the gate. Okay, so I've got that figured out already. What I'm going to do is simply take a board, put 2 screws through onto the gate, onto the middle part, and then drill a hole through it at the bottom and put a stake through into the ground. Done. It's not going to go anywhere. And the same on this side, and that'll stabilize the gate and stop it from wobbling. Now I've got it in a couple feet so that I can swing the gate all the way around up against that, so it's more of an angle from the hinge, okay, and that way I have more room to drive a vehicle through here if I ever want to. So now I've got this gate half framed in totally. I should have had the camera, but you know, you guys have seen everything I did already over here. So I got interrupted by something. Okay, now I kept thinking eventually I'll turn on the camera when I do something new, and I never did. So I have this door framed and lined up straight down the row with the other door, well, pretty straight, as straight as it's going to be, and I've got it. I'm going to have a little space in here. Now what I also did, I put some 2x4s, and obviously this one still has to be raised. I put some 2x4s on the end of each one to give me another 3 inches space to make the gateway a little bit wider. 8 foot is a little bit tight for a vehicle, for me, for my liking. So I've added 2 2x4s on the end, well actually 1 2x4 width on the end by the hinge, 2 2x4s width in the middle, and then there will be a little gap for the door latch, and then a 2x4 here. So I've added a little bit more, a few more inches space to drive through for comfort, so I don't have it so tight with the vehicle. So that just makes me a little bit more secure if I ever have to drive through here for anything, to deliver wood or materials or who knows what, even mulch for the garden or whatever. I'll be able to get through here all right. So yeah, that's that. Now I'm working on the frame piece over here. I've cut all the boards, excuse me. I've cut all the boards, and I'm about ready to mount this piece onto this. This is part of the framing. Now before I can do the gate half, I've obviously got to secure some more fence pieces. So I'm going to drive in 3 more fence pieces and secure them together, and then I can get along onto the gate. And unfortunately, I don't think I'm going to get very much farther because my landlady needs help picking up a vehicle from the shop, which is 45 minutes away, one way. And she needs to go at 5 p.m., which will bring me home around 7, which is mosquito time, and sundown is around 7:30 here in the woods. So I'm going to try my hardest to get this piece prepared and then at least secured on the ground on the end, and see what I can do in the next few minutes here. So I'll let you watch at least this. See me do something today anyway. So what I've got going on here is I want to take, let me see, how did I do that on that? For the hinge, oh, on the gate itself, okay, I'm checking this other side of what I did. That piece is flush, okay. For the hinge here, I have a piece of 2x4 so that the lag bolts have some meat to dig into. So I think first I'll put this piece on, and then I can put that piece on for support and drill it in. So this is going a little easier, at least though, on this side, because now I know what I'm doing because I did it on the other side. It took me forever to come up with the idea. I'm not quick with ideas, but once I get it, I get working on it. That went in too easy, it seemed. Okay, now I'll secure the bottom piece. Oh, come on. The drill is crawling. Okay. Now I can put in this support piece, and that'll give the lag bolt some meat on the back side of this. Oops. It also gives this piece something to grip onto up higher. Very important as well. More strength for the gate. Especially since this is what's holding the gate. This is the frame that'll hold the hinges, so all the weight will be on this right here. Oh, I broke the tip of the screwdriver. I don't know if it'll work. No. Okay, be back in a minute. It's really humid, so you see me pulling up my pants all the time, or I'll rip them. I used to rip out the knees of my jeans all the time, and I learned if you pull up your pant legs, you won't. Especially when it's so humid, your legs stick inside the pants. So there's, let me see. Do I have to put a piece in below? Nope. So there's the frame. That's the other side of the gate frame. Now, I've got to give some space here for the door hinge and the space for in between for the latch. Now this is the tricky part because I am making this up as I go along. So I need to figure out the to put the latch on properly. Because I don't know how far out, if I just started putting pallets from the tree back, I don't know where I'm going to end up. So I have to figure out where this one needs to go so that I can put the gate on. And I've got this type of latch right here. It's a really simple, I liked it because they had them in Australia and on the property where I was staying. And I really like them. I know I'm sure they have them here all the time because I got this at Tractor Supply, but I didn't have horses all over the place growing up. So I need to see on the gate here how much space that covers. So it looks like actually I didn't realize that was in pieces. So that's, oh, I see. Okay. Left-hand assembly, right-hand assembly. So left-hand assembly, we got the bottom bolt. Okay, so that swings. See, I'm learning something here. I didn't really know what I was doing with this. And then this, right, okay. Simple. It's such a smooth operation with this hinge. Very smooth operation. I really like it. Now we've got plenty of playroom here to work with. Let me see. So this will be partly on here and partly on here. And actually where I've got this right now is absolutely perfect. That's good. I could come out as much as a 1/2 inch. This says it has a 1/2 inch playroom. So I could come out as much as a 1/2 inch on that. So then my gap right here looks like it's going to be sufficient. I might close that just a tiny bit. And then my gates will be able to latch and swing freely. So there's the 2 gates, one here and one here. One is swinging and working and the other one is not. So I'm going to start mounting this pallet into the ground next. Alright, so I'm going to get my stuff together and I'll be back in a minute. So I slid that in a little bit, so now I've got a 1/2 inch gap. Now I want to pound this in right here, so I've got to move this away. Alright, so I have room to pound. Come on now. Stay. Now, this one goes in place, and hopefully, if I did my job right, everything lines up pretty and good and nice. Yep, baling wire, secure it. Don't know where I put my pliers. Well, Weatherman will have to do. Now we're moving along here. As soon as I get 2 or 3 of these in, I'll be able to do the gate. the second gate, and that is a big point for me to have that gate in. I'd call that a big accomplishment for me, because I've already got the temporary wire actually right next to me here. I'm just unrolling it as I go to stop the chickens here. But the gate is most important. I've been stepping over this wire instead of, I didn't have a doorway, so I'm just stepping over the wire when I went around. Okay, there's that. Grab another fence piece. Oh, beautiful piece here. Really beautiful piece right here. Nice clean wood. I have to unroll my wire some more. Look at that picket fence. That's nice. Oh, wow. Yeah. Gotta line this up to the tree. Gotta swing in some. Gotta start to turn. Yeah, that'll start to do it right. So, then I'll tie that in, I'll put another stake, and we'll keep going until I get the phone call that says I gotta drive away. Alright, I've got 3 more boards up, plus the fence, which I still, or the gate, which I still need to secure. Everything's marked out where it goes properly, all the way down and back and up to the garden. I'm really liking it. I think it looks amazing. It really adds to the rustic look of the homestead, and once I get the place cleaned up, it's going to be beautiful here. Really beautiful. That's actually a wood pile that I need to go get underneath the tent. Now, that's a wood pile that I need to get put away. And anyway, it's coming along. It's really beautiful. I'm very pleased with the way this is turning out. But now I got to get ready to go. So that'll probably be it for today. I mean, I did quite a bit already. But we'll see how it goes when I get back. How long it takes me out there. If not, if I don't see you again, I'll talk to you all later.